What's up? It's Angel, and I am recording in the desert. Clearly, I'm actually in California in Death Valley. Let me tell you something. This is unlike any kind of temperature as a Canadian that I've experienced. 40 Celsius. It's about like 113 Fahrenheit if you're American. It's brutal out here. This is my first time in any kind of extremely hot climate to the point that it's actually dangerous, which is really interesting because like life doesn't give a fuck, you know. It will sweep you away just for being itself. It's just life, that's the way it is, and you got to learn to cope with, you have to play by life's rules, you know what I mean. In general, you can even say that about society and, you know, survival. And you know, right now, as I'm traveling, I am finding ways to like escape reality. Like, I'm not really much of a city society person. Like, if I could really do anything with my life, it would not be anything to what is normalized or what we expect in society. Even like goals, like, and by the way, I am crouching because it is so sandy. But even stuff like having a family or getting married and stuff, it's not like my typical goals in life, you know? Like, I find that the earth is just so beautiful and I want to experience as much as I can of it. So I'm here right now, um, in the heat of the desert. But yeah, so life's ruthless, but I really want to talk about today, as I'm reflecting on this journey and coming to its close, is my favorite part about this whole trip so far. And this tends to be a pattern when I am like, I guess, driving to my destination more than like taking public transport and stuff. Or even then, I guess it is still similar, but I love the journey more than the actual destination. And I feel like that is honestly a huge reflection of, I think, a lot of people's lives, and especially my own life, as I'm someone who is just, life is happening very slow for me. And it's not that there's anything wrong with what I'm doing. I don't really believe that. I think that we all have our own path, and sometimes we feel like just because it doesn't look like everyone else's that we're doing something wrong. And you know, that does get to me sometimes. Sometimes I'm wondering, like, I'm in my mid 20s, and you know, sometimes I'm wondering if like the age that I am, that I should have certain things set up for me, that I should be at a certain point in my life for my age. The thing is too is that I just don't fit in life, you know, with other people. I don't fit in as a normal human being. I have my own thing going on and I do enjoy my own thing, but you know, life still makes me feel like there's something wrong with what I'm doing sometimes, even though I'm really enjoying it. Like being alone, for example, my own goals, where I want to live, what I would love my future to be, what I love to do with my career, and just being a very creative person and a very spiritual person too, having different perspectives on life, having different beliefs, connecting to people differently too. You know, I don't really connect with people through like, not just through shared interest or a lot of gossip too. You know, people love to follow a trend, they love to get into gossip, and you know, you deal with gossip at work or at school. Like, sometimes I feel like that's all everyone ever talks about every day, and I'm someone who's like, well, I just want to talk about deeper stuff. I do love the simple conversations. I find that sometimes it's just nice to be like, isn't it a beautiful day today? Like, yeah, today is really beautiful. It's nice and sunny. It's warm. It's actually hot where I am, but you know what I mean? It's nice to be simple, but I do like talking about something that I find brings value to, I guess, my conversations, or just in general in the moment. I like to bring value. It is nice to sometimes gossip. I feel like it's such a typical human thing, but it is so nice to just talk about something where you kind of like, it opens your mind in a way, makes you think about maybe something differently. Maybe you learn something in that conversation, or you get some sort of advice, or just a new perspective on life. And I find that's just my favorite thing. Yeah. So in general, I'm just so different. I've really been enjoying the journey of this whole trip so far. It's been so much fun driving like such a fancy car in the middle of nowhere, especially today. I was just feeling so much dopamine. I was experiencing so much bliss. It was just so beautiful, and maybe it seems boring on camera or whatever, but you know, a camera really can't capture the beauty of where I'm at right now. There was no one around, and it just felt like me in the world in a way. And that, I know that sounds pretty lonely, but it's honestly, like I said in my last video about being alone, it brings more of a peaceful feeling than like, oh, that seems really lonely to be in the middle of nowhere all by yourself. It's like, no, actually, there's nothing holding me back. I don't have to worry about like my current job right now. I don't have to worry about catching up with friends or catching up with family or bringing some sort of expectation to other people or to situations. I'm just like in the middle of nowhere, enjoying my fucking life, and no one can tell me what to do about it. I'm just driving and driving in the middle of nowhere, and it's just so beautiful, and I'm experiencing so much of the earth, and it's just so much fun. And I have like beautiful, sick music that fits the vibe of that time of day and the landscape, and I just feel so good about myself, and I feel so good about life, and I feel like I'm doing life the right way, even though society says that's not necessarily the right way, I guess. Like sometimes I feel like life says you can't have too much fun, you know? You have to be responsible for your age. You have to be more serious. And I'm a very serious person, sometimes too serious, and that's why I just love doing something more flexible like this and really big or out of the box or a little bit daring, right? Like it is really dangerous right now to be in somewhere like Death Valley where the temperature is extremely hot. The wind that I'm experiencing right now is not even helping me. It's just hot, hot air. And the sand is hitting you, and my eyes keep burning because the air is just so dry. It's like I'm doing this thing for myself, you know? This is what's really making me happy. This whole journey of getting to a destination and feeling behind in life and trying to remind myself that it's okay where I am. Like if I were to be at the end of my very life right now, looking back at everything, or even if I reached my goal and that was it for me, like, okay, there's nothing more to do. I feel like as a human being, I would always be looking back at my whole journey, how I got to where I did, how I got to this destination. Any kind of goal in my life, I find that I always reminisce on like the old days, you know, like I even reminisce back when I was just in school and I didn't really know where my life was going. I thought I did. I thought I knew where it was going and feeling good about it, but it just completely flipped. But I reminisce on like the starting points of my journey so far, and I don't even know exactly where I'm going, but I'm still just on this journey towards I have an idea of a destination, but I don't know. But right now I'm enjoying my life, and this trip I've been enjoying the journey of driving and seeing all the beauty, having all the experiences along the way to the destination of like a park. And even though it's really nice to be in the park and you do your trails and your little hikes, and you get your pictures and stuff, that's not my favorite part of the whole journey. My favorite part is always the drive. It's getting to the destination. Sometimes it's even being on a plane and getting to look out the window as you're on your way to your destination. Like I enjoy that a lot more. So yeah, the journey is it's beautiful, and I feel like as much as we are in a rush to reach our destination, and the destination will be beautiful, you can't forget about the journey, and you can't rush through the journey either. Just take your time. Take your time, enjoy it, see, what it's teaching you, what are you feeling during your journey. And sometimes make stops. Like I even made stops during my drives, and I'd get out of the car, I'd take a picture, take a video. Like you could even do that with your life. Just like slow down sometimes. If you're having a moment in life or a situation in life that you want to live in a little bit longer, you want to just stop for a minute and look at it and be like, okay, what is happening here? What is this teaching me? Or how can I enjoy this more? Or like, how can I evolve more in this moment? I think that's great to do along your own journey in life as a human. So I guess that's today's video about the journey and being human and being a little bit different, having your own thing going for yourself. If what you're doing with your life is making you feel good, then I don't really think that there's anything wrong with the way that you are living it. We all have our own interests. We all have our own personalities, and we have like this gut instinct within all of us of, what is the next step for us in life? What do I want to experience next? And that's always the direction we're going in every single day of, you have a new idea. You know what? I want to be this one day. I want to have this one day. I want to get to this place one day. It starts with an idea, and then you go towards it and you reach that destination. I feel like the ideas you have are not coincidences. They're not random ideas. I feel like that's just the next step on your own beautiful journey. So yeah, don't be afraid to try new things as well. Like I tried this trip and doing something like Death Valley, I was so nervous about it because I was like, this is gonna be really hot and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take it. And it's been like, I think I'm like sunburnt, honestly. Like my skin has been a little bit red, but I'm still alive. I'm still in good condition. I challenged myself, and I'm very proud of myself actually for having done this. And especially as a Canadian, I gotta say it again, I'm really proud of myself. And again, in life too, do things that scare you, but you feel like are gonna be rewarding. You feel like this is gonna push me as a person. this is gonna be fucking rewarding for me. Like, I can understand why people go on hikes and they hike a mountain and they get to the top, and it's not about getting necessarily to that destination. It's the fact that they did the hike, and all of the beautiful things you saw along your hike, all of the rest stops, and getting to have a moment of rest and just stillness, and just, you don't have to always be rushing. You don't always have to be on the move. You can stop sometimes. I guess that's that. Life is beautiful. It literally looks extremely beautiful. Um, Again, it's always the way you perceive it. Perceive your journey as something very unique to you and as something special to you. It's your own journey. It's no one else's. It is yours, and you can make whatever you want out of it. You can start somewhere and build it up. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I believe, good enough can be good enough. So yeah, I'm sending you guys good vibes, and if it is nice out where you are today, please go and enjoy the good weather. Stay hydrated. um, and just stop sometimes and look at the sky. It's clear where I am right now, but everywhere, even the nice blue in the sky is just nice and blue, and it's really peaceful. And like, the computer can't make it look any more perfect than it is with your own eyes. Everything is just really beautiful. Everything is just really beautiful. So I'm sending good vibes, and I'll see you in the next video.